was where we asked them to write an essay for us on a beauty brand, because we wanted them to really demonstrate a great knowledge of what a brand means, because that's something that's central to all the 3 companies that they're going to be working for.
Yeah, so we've got plenty of creativity, and the briefs are very creative briefs with lots of visual material to work with. So hopefully we'll find somebody who can take that, be creative, but also be business savvy and think about how we can brand brands by taking products forward into the market. So exciting to see what they come up with. No pressure from our end.
So I'm going with my top scores, so I marked out of 10. So I'm just taking all of my top scores and I'm trying to whittle it down to my 5, my choice of the cream of my bunch. And then from there we'll have 25 altogether, and we should get it down to 20.
I've got my favourites on here, but at the same time I know I always get an instinctive thing when I meet somebody.
Yeah, I agree. So what briefs are we giving them, Karen?
There is 2 briefs, all based around Fashion Week. Wanted to do something that was inspiring for the audience, really. And one is a hair challenge, which is about reinvigorating a product that's been on the market for a while. It's a salt spray for Charles Worthington, front row, and it's we've given them lots of inspiration in terms of what we've created. We want them to go away, use the product, engage, and come back and present how they would reinvigorate. What would they do? What would the proposition be? And how would they take that to the press? How would they take it out to consumers as well? So that, blue sky really.
I think the things that we're looking for, where we want people to be really sort of dynamic yet organised, and we're probably going to get that more from the next stage when it is the presentations, when we see their creativity and how they would propose to execute something, so we get evidence of their thought process being in place of how they're going to do something.
What do we think? Our aim was to have 20. And between each of us having picked 5, you've got 25. But from what you guys are saying, you'd rather keep the field a bit wider so that we can see how people interact when they come in, get that sense of them.
Yeah. Because somebody might write beautifully and then actually stand in front of you and just, shuffling from foot to foot, not really able to, as Karen says,
they've
not
got to have
able
the
to
total
engage.
package.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think we've got to give people the opportunity, as it is such a great opportunity, to come in and prove themselves.
So we're saying 25.
It's a job.
So we're keeping it at 25?
Yes.
25?
Yeah.
Everybody?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. You know the really exciting thing? Somewhere on this table is our beauty breakthrough. Today we're here at PZ Cussons head office in central London after months of planning for the second stage of the beauty internship challenge, where we have asked people to present to us a choice of 2 brands, Charles Worthington Salt Spray or the new Dark Tan collection from Saint-Tropez, and they've got to present those brands to us and tell us how they would take those to market, how they would approach the press, i.e. us, and really sell those products and give them a flying start. There's always a worry asking people to write something for you, and they've got time at home to put it down on paper and really think through what they've done. They could probably have some help. By the time they get here and they're in front of us, they've really got to have done all this themselves. They've got to be creative, but they've also got to show that they're smart and they can think on their feet when we suddenly, horribly, meanly throw questions at them.
It's been so good. I mean, that's the thing. We all had quite high expectations because the copy from the first round was so strong. That was hard, choosing from, the over 500 entries to get to we went over 20 to get to this round, and it's they had to do a lot today. They had to come in and do a proper presentation, which is quite a lot of people to present in front of. I imagine quite intimidating, and I was just really impressed with the confidence and the way people presented, but also the ideas and the thinking and the research. We didn't fight as a team of judges. There was no banging of the fist on the table, so I'm really pleased with who we've chosen. And there maybe are some other opportunities for some people who didn't quite make the grade because aren't quite right for this internship, but maybe are more specialist for PR or journalism.
We sat today, there's lots of great energy from a few specific pupils. It is a two-way. We need to learn from them as well.
Completely.
So it really does have to be about the people that delivered in some ideas that were very different to our thinking.
We've got to a point where we actually can't choose 3. We've had to go for 4. We've had to sort of go for someone that we think can be an all-rounder, but that can shine as well. So that's where we've got to our fore, but there's a few other people that we are going to give opportunities to in different ways. So it's just brilliant to see all these young people really, really up for it.
Hi there, I'm Anna, I'm 23 years old and I live in London. I'm in the final 4 after having done a written piece and then a marketing pitch, and now finally we're here today to do a makeup how-to shoot.
It's really exciting. It's really nice to be a part of a competition that shows you the real world of the magazine and beauty industry. We've been put in kind of real situations as opposed to hypothetical competition scenarios. So it's really exciting to meet the real people behind the scenes.
Just so excited to be here for the final. It's just such an amazing opportunity, really. It means absolutely everything to me at the moment. I'm still at uni, but this sort of experience is so invaluable to students like me, and just to get ahead sort of thing and get this experience, because experience is what people look for nowadays.
Hi, I'm Janie and I'm here for the ELLE Beauty Breakthrough competition. Today we have to observe a look, and Lisa Eldridge, the makeup artist, is going to take us through the look. Then we have to write up a piece in the style of the how-to, which is usually a hair piece in ELLE, and follow a step-by-step guide so that the readers are able to copy the look. I'd love to win. It would be a dream come true. I hope I do.
Today's shoot is all about a new page that we've got with Lisa Eldridge. It's a monthly column that we're going to be doing with her, and we're really here on the shoot today to get some stills to go alongside the look that she's going to be talking about. So the next stage is for everybody to observe Lisa doing makeup. So I'm going to take you one by one and we're going to get on with the next look, and this is what you'll write your task from. The project that the competition interns are assigned with is basically just a kind of a task to write up the makeup looks that Lisa's going to be doing on the model. And I suppose we're really looking for somebody that demonstrates kind of a natural enthusiasm, somebody that's not afraid to ask questions, somebody that shows a bit of initiative and flair, and who kind of doesn't have to be told over and over what we kind of need of them. And I suppose somebody that kind of works seamlessly with everybody else on the shoot. They're all doing really well so far, and they all seem to be excited to be here, which is really good.
So we've come to the end of a very long day, but it's been fantastic, and all the interns have been brilliant, and I'm really excited to see who makes it through and who's the winner. So girls, thank you so much. It's been a really long day, but thank you for your patience and your enthusiasm. The next step is for you to go away and write up your page, which will be assessed by all the judges, and I wish you lots of luck.
The competition has been really strong. I thought the last round everyone seemed really impressive, but this round everyone seems really nice and knows what they're doing, which is quite annoying.
I hope I've done enough to win. I mean, I've done enough obviously to get through all these rounds, and with the copy from the last task, I think I did all right with it, so hopefully I've done enough to win.
The reason we decided to do the interviews was when we'd met all the girls and we'd had this really, really long day and been so impressed by so many ideas, we thought we need to get an idea of them as people. We need to put them under a little bit of pressure and see how they react.
We've sort of put them through their paces to make sure that the person that comes in, this is a 1-year career option for them really, and we want them to take it seriously, and they really have. So I think the copy has reflected that, and hopefully they got something from it too. So whoever wins will go on to do other things with us, but those that that maybe don't get through to this point will still have had a great experience, which is really important.
I think the copy reads incredibly well. Obviously Jenny's the absolute expert on what you can expect to see in the pages in ELLE, but to me they all look like you could read something with very minor tweaks actually on the pages of the magazine. So I think they've all done a fantastic job.
Anyone could get it, to be honest. I think the person who comes in here and kind of ticks the boxes, as we were saying about working at a magazine, working in-house at a beauty company, and also working with us in a PR agency, that's kind of, they're three almost separate things. So we are looking for someone who is looking for that experience of getting all three.
I think really I just learnt how much effort goes into each single image. You know, just an image of a girl having her lipstick applied, took 20 minutes to get the perfect shot, and just listening to the makeup artist, and you know, every single brush she used, every single colour she thought about was so specific.
How much can we help you? Because you seem to already be doing, you know, I'm so impressed, really well by yourself. So how will this really help?
I think, I mean, what I've been doing right now is really just, it's just because I love to do it, but I really feel like I haven't started my career.
Our job is to get product onto skin, ultimately, and, you know, have the right people coming into our tanning yurt. So basically, one of your jobs could be, okay, we need to get some celebrities in here in the right way without being too pushy, but we need to get people through the door, we need to get gifting going, we need to give them goodie bags, that kind of thing. How would you approach it?
Well, I think if you really believe that this is a good thing that you're doing, then it's quite easy.
Thank you so much for that. Anybody else wanted to ask? You know, we were so impressed when we first met you, so impressed.
Yeah.
We really, you know, we were buzzing about you after you left, but there is that concern about your studies, because we just feel that we need to be really do what's best for you.
We are really encouraged to go ahead and take that any opportunity that comes our way. So my tutors have been so supportive about it, and they're like more excited than I am. Maybe they love it.
So you feel confident about going up to somebody that you didn't know and starting to talk to them about the brands?
At the moment I work in a call centre, like a fundraising charity call centre. So literally so much cold calling and so many people getting angry at me. But I've just got used to it now, and I can just take it on the chin, really. It did, maybe at the beginning it did affect me a little bit, and I thought, oh, they hate me. But now it's kind of just like, it's part of the job. I mean, you just have to take it on the chin, really, not let it affect you. I think I've got quite a thick skin, so.
Going back to when you first applied to take part in this, what made you saw it and just went, what made you actually do it? What made you apply?
Oh, I was looking for something like this anyway, so that's how I came across it. I was on the website looking for a way to apply to something at ELLE, and I saw it, just jumped out of me, and I literally couldn't stop thinking about it all the time, so I just got to work straight away and I applied.
So what about one of the things that we're particularly looking for being in the PR agency is, you know, you really need to be quite resilient and robust if you've got a list of people that you want to talk to and convince them that the story that you've got is worthy of the page, you know, their page in the magazine or the newspaper. How will you feel about doing that, you know, here's a list of 20 people, go ring them and get some coverage?
I'll give it my all, and I think if you're working something that you enjoy, then you'll put your 100% into it, and I know that I will give everything I have. So
the whole process has been something so completely different to anything I've ever done before, and it was really exciting to actually be going through an interview process where it was really based on showing you what I can do, instead of it just being, you know, handing in my CV at the beginning and being on a massive pile, and me not actually even having the chance to showcase, you know, that I'm pretty capable.
Some of the live events that we work on, and that kind of live situation where you're having to think on your feet, and, you know, sort of make decisions on the spot. How would you feel about being in a situation like that?
I think I would love it. I always say I love being, it's a massive cliche, but I love being thrown in at the deep end and just being kind of go and do it, see how you cope, and, you know, you learn from it. And so I think I could be quite good in that situation. I think I'd enjoy it.
I think the decision's made. I think we should get them in. So after all these months of hard work, we know how much you've done, we really appreciate it, and we have struggled so much to make this decision all along the way. but we do have a winner. And the person who's going to work for a year with ELLE, PZ Cussons and House PR is Shannon.
The other contestants were so good. I was sat downstairs just looking at them and thinking, oh, I wish I could do that as well as them and all that sort of thing. And I really didn't think I had a chance to come up against them because they're all so good at what they do and they know their stuff. So I'm really pleased that we all got through together because they've all been so nice. It doesn't really feel real at the moment that the winner, but I'm sure it'll feel real when I give my mum a ring and she's crying down the phone at me, and then I'm sure it will hit home then.